Hey everybody, what's up? So I wanted to kind of talk about cartoons for a second. I'm before when I was like an early teenager, before I wanted to be in a band or anything or making music, I really just wanted to make cartoons. In fact, my later years when I figured out being in a band, I mean, I've never been in a band yet, but when I figured out making music was right for me, I I still wanted to make, cartoons somewhat. And I guess in retrospect, I would always make like little comic strips and stuff, even as a kid. And I'm like 23 now. I'm getting back into drawing, more so in music, to be honest. And I think that has to do with cartoons. Pretty much has everything I love in it. It has drawing, it has music, humor. So I was kind of looking back at the cartoons I made. They're not really cartoons, they were just drawings on a piece of paper, and I took a camera and kind of, you know. And if you were ever subscribed to my Grunge Sickness channel back in the day, before I got hacked, I used to do these little doodles stuff. And one of my longer cartoons I had, and I say longer because it had more episodes, was this, and I did a more modern drawing of it, was Debbie. I'm thinking about maybe bringing her back, but if you don't remember, or just wasn't, or you just didn't know me from my Grunge Sickness days, she was kind of this, well, the cartoon itself, the drawing, the doodle, they were doodles themselves were just kind of wacky, kind of cynical. And of course, I draw influence from Pepper Ann and all that 90s stuff I love too much. But there was a cartoon I got into around the time when I was in high school. Because I had another channel before Grunge Sickness. And if I can find it, I will link the original Debbie. Because the original Debbie was quite similar to the other cartoon called Daria. As you can see, I use this thing up all the time, and, well, yeah. It's been a while since I actually sat down and watched that episode, though, but Daria was pretty much, I want to do that, you know what I mean? A cynical girl in high school who just, I wanted to do that, but I don't know if I did it, but I kind of wanted to do the Daria style cynical humor up to 10. Because if you know me, I always like to do things up to 10. And, well, which is funny, because I don't really get sarcastic humor in real life, but Daria kind of helped me get a sense of that. You know what I mean? It's something to do with my autism, I guess. I don't really get cynical humor that well, sarcastic humor that well. But because I really liked the show, Daria did kind of taught me to kind of be more sarcastic and stuff, and I try to be. So when I did Debbie, I really wanted to make that, for the new generation. I was trying to pitch it to some things, but to be honest, I just decided to do it on a computer because I know to the early age, if you pitch a show to a network, different creators are going to have a hand on your show if it even gets on network. And, like, what, a couple seasons, and you kind of lose it when it gets canceled, and you can't really do anything with it anymore because they own it if you're not careful with the copyrights and all that stuff. So I figured, heck with that, I'm just going to do it online. So I did. Now, to be fair, the episodes, I'm fine with them, but I don't think they were great. Not because they wasn't actually animated, though. I wish they were. But more just because I was a teenager, you know. Granted, it was a show about a teenager. But I just don't... Maybe the humor wasn't in sync or something. I don't know. But you tell me. I'll link them down below because you guys can watch. And I'll even link the pilot from my older channel if you want to see that. But... You know, I guess the point what I'm trying to make with this video, it doesn't matter what type of art you do. If you're an artist, you never forget your first creation. Anyway, have a good day and bye.